Oh, there you are. Hi,
Yes!
friend.
Look, it's me and Kruger. It's a brown dog. Say
Hi,
hello. Say
Kruger.
hello. We're in the yard. He's so happy.
Oh, I bet you Kruger
Come
is
here. Oh, and
happy
look
that
at
is.
Zoe. Zoe's on the porch. She's
Oh
like,
my
I'm here
gosh.
too. Come here, Zoe. Come on. Hello, my friend.
Hi,
How's everybody
friend.
doing?
Looks like that we are home from
Zoe.
our big long trip of traveling for a week and a half.
Yes.
Now it's just time to recover. And
Yeah, well, I'm being bossed around by a 14-year-old tiny dog. Look at this thing.
Look at her.
Dude, he's crazy. Like, this is what I get when I'm home. My husband goes crazy. He's like, tell that dog to shut up. They're psychos. They're psychos.
So excited.
Oh, they love being out here as much as I do. Everybody, it feels so good to be home. You know what I mean?
I know. I've been like, yesterday I was like laid out, resting my body, trying to get recovered from our fun
You
trip
rested?
that we
What is
had.
that?
We've
What
had
is rest? Laura's on.
Yeah, I know. Did
Hello,
you
Laura.
rest? Let's see who's on. Yeah, we've got a lot of women. Hi, Laura.
Rachel, good morning.
Hi, Shannon. Oh, good
Hi,
morning.
Queen.
So, ladies, we will just be mindful of your guys' time. Christy, I had a brilliant idea yesterday. I used to host like a Friday coffee with Ner.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was in the shower. Actually, I think Christy was my very first person on my Instagram. Yeah. And I was like in the shower yesterday. I'm like, we have such a big deal going on next week with you. And so I wanted to just like hop on and just share the exciting news of what we got going next week.
Well, we always have something going on. And we just came off of being with like some of the most incredible humans in the world at the Well Armed Woman Chapter Leadership Conference. And if you guys aren't watching this and you're not part of the Well Armed Woman and you're a woman, you should seriously join a local chapter. Like the level of fellowship, the camaraderie, the support, the empowerment that happens in this group is really remarkable. And I left that conference like totally revitalized, like feeling supercharged for our Second Amendment, supercharged for just women, and the freedom we have in this country is just we're so blessed.
I know. It was just like you said there. We had some incredible leadership speakers too. Yeah. You and Morgan were host of the full event. You guys were running crazy, running and gunning, and I hope that we were able to share just a little bit of, it was just a quick little glimpse, but you guys you're going to have an episode coming out of the full week, and that will be able to just showcase what that community is all about. And I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
I have some awesome podcasts coming out with, we're kind of doing, when the live guest presented, we did a live Q&A, and we're going to be podcasting those people, and then kind of a deeper dive into a couple of people I was fortunate enough to break off some time with. Laura Evans is one of them, Second Amendment advocate and DC Project volunteer. But we are launching your podcast, the GWG podcast, next week.
I know. So I just wanted everybody to know just a little bit more of your new fun adventure that you got into.
Yeah. So I think, so much of what we had talked about this weekend, really, it all circles back to faith and God and purpose. And I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love hosting my hunting TV show, and I absolutely love bringing that really beautiful, episodic, cinematic content to all of my viewers. And then I have the tips and tactics portion of what I create, which is, tips and tactics and kind of commercially work and how to, and, we did a lot of content, Jen and Norissa, and I created a lot of content for the Well Armed Woman that we'll be sharing with you as part of that. But I was like, okay, something in my heart, Lord, is telling me I do more or something different. And I decided to do this podcast, and we're calling it Wild and Uncut. And it's really just a traditional podcast format to where, you know, I get to sit down with incredible people, hear their stories, and bring to, you know, the people that are subscribing to my channels or following along with my channels, a different perspective. And it's conversational and raw and uncut, and we show a lot of our personality, because I don't really think, you know, some of the stuff I do, my personality is just doesn't shine. Whoa. It's gonna be a lot, guys. But you know, you guys came to my house this summer and we filmed this podcast, and I cannot wait to launch that next week.
I know, it's gonna be so fun. We actually recorded it, you guys, like at 11 o'clock at night. So it was great. It was great. And we had such a good time. You guys, when you guys tune in, the three of us together we're comical.
My husband is playing a Garçon the butler, which we learned what the definition of that really means.
Yeah.
To see that. And so, yeah, it was super fun. And kind of the backstory of how we met, where Girls with Guns came from, like the concept for your journey, and then where you are now.
Yeah, it's going to be a hoot, you guys. Definitely have to tune in. What I love that you are doing with this podcast is you're also video recording them.
Yes.
So not only is she doing audio, you guys, she's actually bringing her guest to the screen. And that to me is special, because then you get to put a face, you know, to the person that you're listening. And sometimes I always love to listen to podcasts, and if I know that they're recording it, I'll go and see who that person, what they look like, and, you know, put their face to that. So I'm excited for that. Well, friend, this is awesome. I can't wait. Where do you think this is going to go in 2022?
I don't know. Honestly, I feel it's going to become a really, you know, maybe, who knows? We'll see what the reception is from people. Right now, I only have one podcast out, which is kind of a behind the scenes on hunts. And one of the things that I think is so fun that people don't get to experience when they're just watching an episode is that more behind the scenes stuff that happens when you're on hunting trips. Like on the last hunting, like the first podcast that I launched, my husband thought it would be a great idea in the middle of the podcast to tell everybody how I had eaten jalapenos before I sat in the tree stand. And I'm like, I'm like dying in the tree. And he's like telling everybody on the podcast, thanks, husband. And he's like, well, isn't this uncut? People need to know you're not supposed to eat jalapenos before you go sit in a tree stand. Like that you would never find out unless you're on the hunt. So that's
I love that. I love, you know, that people get to see that side of you, because I get to see that side of you. And so it's really going to be fun to bring that.
It's you, it's Jen. I mean, we've got we filmed with Laura Evans, Josh Carney, Jimmy Herman. We filmed with so many incredible people at the Well-Armed Woman Conference. Beth Walker on Team Ruger. She's a young 2A ambassador. We shot with Casey Woods, whose organization is helping to prevent veteran suicide. And I mean, there's so many awesome people that are cool. A couple of months that I like. It's just there's so much out there for us to glean information from and inspiration from. That is, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm hoping next year it turns into something bigger than even what I'm expecting. Maybe if it's super popular, will be once a week or something like that. So.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. You know what I love is that this year you said, you know, I think I'm going to do a podcast, and then you put it out there. Yeah. And you just went for it, and you just did that. And that's what I love about your spirit, is you're just a go-getter, and you're like, I'm going to do this. I have a goal, and let's make it happen. And so that is super, super encouraging. Okay. We have some people. We have something. We have Special K. You know, I'm going to say that. He says, how much do y'all love Ruger Firearms?
Hey, we love Ruger. So that's one thing I love about Ruger too. Not just their guns are awesome, because they make guns that really are for everyone. They don't have like, oh, we have a women's gun. No, they make guns that work for women and men. And that's what I love about Ruger. They're not like huntress or doctoress. The S thing kills me. They are for everyone. And so they're super kind of forward facing in the equality, as far as I'm concerned, in that department. But they were the title sponsor of the Well Earned Woman this weekend, and they really are stepping out above and beyond, in my opinion, leading the way in firearms manufacturing from how they look at their customer, not as man or woman, but as this firearm needs to fit Americans. This
yes.
For law-abiding citizens, and that's what I love about them. And you know, the Well-Armed Woman would, you know, the whole event this weekend, you know, was brought to everybody by Ruger, and you know, we were able to broadcast live because of their support, and you know, touch and impact those women that are at home for whatever reason. And they truly are. They're I'm a Ruger American. They really embody, I think, what this country is.
Mm-hmm. I think people don't also realize like how family oriented they are. Like we're all close with all the buyers, you know, everybody within the marketing team, like the ambassadors, we all get together and really get to learn about the products, hear what the company's doing for you guys. And they're always checking in. So it's just a wonderful company, and everybody at the Ruger plant, they work so hard, you guys, to bring you guys the best. So we want to give them props.
And now
too.
they acquired Marlin. So hold.
Oh yeah. Oh
Annie
man.
used to shoot a Marlin, and let me tell you right now, I can't wait to take that throw back next level. The lever action is back with full force, thanks to and Bob, I don't know how to say his handle, but he's going rifle shopping today. He says because of me. I'm assuming that he's buying a Ruger. I don't know which one he's going to buy, but I'm assuming he's going to be picking up a Ruger today, which is awesome.
Bob, you need to let us know what you're buying. We want to hear all about it. So
I get that question all the time. Well, what's your favorite gun? And I'm like, whoa. What are we talking about here?
You know what we need to do next time we're up there? We need to film like our MTV crib, Christy Titus crib, because you guys have no idea. I've been able to witness this incredible range that Christy has set up for us. And she truly has set up the place for her friends to come in and have fun and shoot and just enjoy the sport, enjoy the outdoors. And she truly set that up for her friends. She's her heart to serve us. But we need to share that one day with you guys because it's so fun. But
oh, my good friend Logan Allen just hopped on. Hello, Logan.
Well, we think you guys.
I wish I was going to Montana elk hunting this year. I'm assuming Logan's going to be doing that here pretty soon. So lucky.
Yeah. Well, okay, Christy, thank you so much. I love that I got to spend all of last week with you. That was so wonderful, and thanks for jumping on. I just really wanted to share.
And you guys, podcast comes out on Thursday next week. What's the date? Is that the 9th?
I think that is, let me see. Yeah, I think that's the 9th.
So 5 Pacific, that podcast will go live. It will be on YouTube and Facebook. Instagram, I can't put these podcasts on Instagram because number one, too long in duration. And even when I reduce the quality down to 720, the megabyte file is too large for IG. So you guys can watch the podcast on YouTube and Facebook, no IG. Mm-hmm. But then if you listen to podcasts, it will be launching. I don't know what time my podcast guy has it scheduled, but it'll be launching on Thursday across pretty much anywhere you'd listen to a podcast. So if it's Apple, Google, if it's Spotify, Pandora, we're setting up right now. So it's I think we're about 5 weeks out on Pandora, but pretty much everywhere else. I please, you guys, jump in, get some behind the scenes into our world, and we're silly and goofy and crazy, and it's fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. All right, friend. We'll love you. Have a good weekend.
Hey, I'll see you all soon.
Tell Yogi we said hi.
I will.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you all.
Bye.
Puss, puss.
Okay, let me take a picture really quick of us.
Okay, yeah. Cheese, cheese.
Okay. All right. See ya. Bye.
All right, bye.